Hello everybody, my name is Christian Strother. I am a wildlife biology and conservation major here at Ball State University, and I am also a senior. I've actually grown up right here in Muncie almost my entire life, or right around Muncie realistically. I was born in Knightstown, Indiana, and around the 3rd grade of elementary school I moved to Springport, Indiana, which is right in between Newcastle and Muncie. It is a rather small town. I had graduated with 36 other people in my class at high school, and we only had a post office and a Coke machine. So it's always been very tight-knit, very close. My mother's side of the family is all also from central Indiana, with a couple of us living out in California, but for the most part we're all right here. And my father's side of the family is all in Louisiana, about an hour east of New Orleans. And with my mother's side of the family, we had one woman who was just our rock. She was my great-grandmother, Catherine Floria. She ended up having 7 children, and then I think she has probably about 12 or 13 grandchildren, and then lots of great-grandchildren. So basically, my object that I will be sharing with you guys today is a quilt that she had made for me when I graduated high school. I am one of the only people to have a quilt handmade by her, and especially out of her great-grandchildren, I am the only one. So basically, just a background of her quick story too. She was born into the Great Depression. Her mother before her, she was a seamstress, and being born into the Great Depression, they did anything that they could to make money just because everything was so terrible. They did a lot of small repairs into people's clothing and stuff. They'd sew your pockets back on, they'd sew your buttons back on, or they would just try to hold your clothes together for you. And my great-great-grandmother installed in her that she should also be a seamstress, basically. She did end up doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. She was actually a World War II veteran as well, but her sewing skills always stuck with her so much that when she got later on into life, she felt like she needed to be completing these projects almost to keep her time busy. And really, when she was facing her morality, they're very close to the end, she wanted all of her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren to have a piece of her still after she was gone. And really, that to me is why my quilt does mean so much to me. It's just because she put a lot of her last time into making these things for us. Other similar gifts that she had made basically were, we got pillowcases, we got glasses cases that were all hand sewn, they had our name hand stitched into them. And I was her first great-grandchild to actually graduate high school just because I am the oldest, and then go on to college. So as a Christmas gift for me, we had a random like Santa Claus picking, and she made sure she got my name. Basically, she cheated a little because she had this gift in mind for me. And it really does mean so much just to me and my family to see how, even though she was 95, 96 years old, she still had this time to give something back to her family, even though she's the reason that we even exist, is because this amazing family she had made for us. So she gave this to me right after I had graduated high school, and I was attending Ball State in my first semester. She told me that she was so proud of everything that I had accomplished, and she was so proud to see her first great-grandchild go off into college. And especially too just because she put so much time and hard work into it right there at the very end. It is just phenomenal to see what she could have done still. And even though she was so old, it was just absolutely incredible for her to see like the hard stitching and everything that is in it, and just how much detail and time she put into it. My aunt actually had told me that she would find my great-grandmother almost passed out asleep right next to the quilt because at 10 o'clock at night, because she had been putting so much hard work and time and just the little details into it. For me and my family, it is almost symbolic of a quilt, for how she connected everybody together and she brought us all into each other. I do not believe that I will be giving it on to anybody else. I do believe I'm going to keep it for the rest of my life. Maybe my children one day could have it, but other than that, I think I'm going to keep it. Thank you guys so much for your time.